The books are written by the scholars and the songs are written by the creatives. That's why the beauty of God tends to emerge a lot more frequently in songwriting than it does in book writing. And so at the end of the day, not only is God creator, God's creative. God is a beautiful God. God does beautiful things. Think about it in this way. We need fresh air to live. So God could have taken, air filtration systems and placed them all over the earth, but instead he chose trees. Right? They do the same job. One's just a little prettier, especially in the fall. And so when we miss the beauty of God, what can oftentimes happen is, tragically, we then give the creative process and arts and music and entertainment and culture creating, and we just sort of hand it all over to the progressive left. And that's what we've done as a culture. The least godly people are the creative ones that are creating the culture that we consume. So you listen to the music, you're like, it's kind of pop trash, and it's a little naughty. That's okay, I'll watch Disney. Oh, no, I can't do that. Can't do that. All right. And just the world we live in, the creativity and the art, it's not very transcendent, it's not very beautiful, it's not very glorious, it's not very wonderful, because there's no concept of God over it. There's no concept of God as creator and God as creative, and God created us to be creative. This is one of the ways that we mirror, image, or reflect God. And so in the Bible, God is actively involved in the creative process. You may have heard that certain people in the Bible are called spirit-filled. The first people in the Bible that are called spirit-filled, they're in Exodus chapter 31. Their names are Bezalel and Aholiab. And God fills them with the Spirit to do crafts and art and to create a worship environment for his people. What God says is, he says, I want you to be really creative and to do beautiful work and craftsmanship. Therefore, I'm sending the Holy Spirit. He understands perfectly what beauty is to look like, and he will empower you to create a beautiful place for my people to be. I think sometimes we think of God more like just sort of a concept and not a person. Think of God as not just creator, but creative. Just open your eyes and start to ask, where in the world do I see the creativity and the beauty of my God? And my next point may shock you. The world that God made is a reflection of his beauty, and the world that God made is now broken and flawed and cursed. So here's what we're going to examine in just a moment. I want to look at the scriptures. What do you think the world would look like before sin entered it? I mean, right now it's pretty awesome. The sunsets are good, but these are the broken sunsets. I hear the sunrises are nice. I'm not up, but that's what I'm told. Okay? Imagine what a sunset would look like if it wasn't cursed and fallen and broken. I love fall in the mountains. Imagine how radiant the colors would be as the leaves change color if they weren't cursed. See, some people worship creation because it's so amazing. This is the broken version of beauty. Let's look at this in the scriptures. We'll start in Genesis 1. Genesis 1:31, God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. Everything was beautiful, perfect, glorious, amazing, wonderful, and then the story continues. Psalm 19:1, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies above proclaim his handiwork. So just like when you hear a song, you understand something of the songwriter. When you see a painting, you understand something of its creator. When you look at the world and you see creation, you step back and you realize, I'm learning some things about the artist who created all of this, and he is my God.